Mom, this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com, and today I have a birthday card that can't be used as a masculine card. I'm just using some designer series paper and one of our new bundles called Many Mates. This is a fun set that has multiple kinds of fonts. We're using the Happy Birthday, and we're going to do a little bit of coloring. But that coordinates with these awesome medallion dies. So I've actually used this huge medallion to create a little accent piece on our card today. We're going to use a punch, and we're actually, for the coloring, we're going to use some watercolor pencils. So it's a very quick design, but beautiful design as well, with this designer series paper and the detail of the medallion. So let's go ahead and jump in. I actually was inspired by a design in the catalog. So this bundle is on page 43, and there is a card here, and this is the one that I was looking at that kind of got me thinking about trimming down the actual large medallion and using it on our project. So for our card base, I am using a piece of Crumb cake. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We are going to give this a nice crease. I am using a piece of designer series paper. This is from World of Good specialty paper, so there's some gold accents in this. Let me pull this out so that I can show you. There's some gorgeous papers with the gold, but also some great subtle sides to it as well. This is a beautiful one too. So the colors could definitely be used for masculine cards, but doesn't have to be. This could be used for anybody that's done some traveling. They'd be great for scrapbook pages and more. So that piece is cut down to 4 by 5 1/4. We are going to add some adhesive to this. And I think I'm going to put it this way on our card. Okay. And like I said, I have die cut that large medallion in the Misty Moonlight. And so the way that this medallion looks, these pieces here, this is exactly where I cut up the middle of these two, which gave me 2 pieces, which was enough for both cards. So that is exactly how I trimmed that out. A little tip for that medallion, you will have to run it through your machine numerous times to get a nice cut. My plates, of course, were very loved that I used, but I ran it through probably 10 or 12 times before taking it out, just so that I didn't have to put a whole lot of elbow grease into getting the little pieces out. So if you do run it through enough, you shouldn't have any problems. Alright, so we are going to lay this in the center, and I like to take my blocks and sit them on there. We are going to use our everyday label punch for our sentiment. So while we're waiting for our glue, I am going to put a scrap of Whisper White in there and punch that out. Let me make sure I've got the right side. For our ribbon, I am actually using our braided burlap, and I've cut this to about 4 3/4, I'd say, and I'm just going to pull the edges there apart. I apologize if you're hearing my dog. He's sleeping very well over there. Okay, and this will just give it a little bit of fun texture. So you can use some more multi-purpose glue. You can use your stronger adhesive. I'm going to just use some of my stronger adhesive, and I'm going to put this just down the center. The Stamp & Seal Plus probably would be perfect for this. You just don't want that, going anyplace. Okay, so now with our Memento Tuxedo Black, we're going to stamp our Happy Birthday. Make sure that's nice and inked up. And we're going to put that in the center here. Looks good. All right, now for our watercolor pencils, where did I put them? Here. I'm actually using one out of both sets. So I am using Early Espresso and Night of Navy, as well as our blender pens. So this is a great fun way of coloring. I am just going to take my Early Espresso and put a little bit, I'm going very softly around those top letters. I'm going to take my Night of Navy now and go in onto the birthday. There we go. And now I'm going to take our blender pens. These can be found in our annual catalog, and that will actually fill up and spread that watercolor pencil. It's a great way. This is how I love using my watercolor pencils, is with my blender pen. And then you just wipe this clean on a scrap piece of paper in between your colors. And then you can go right back in to using it. So it's just giving me a nice soft hint. If you wanted it darker, you could go heavier with your watercolor pencil. But I am actually just looking for that lightness. Where did I put, here's my cap, disappeared there on my desk. Okay, so now I'm going to add some more adhesive to the back of this, and then I'm actually going to use 2 dimensionals, and I want them to go over my ribbon, so I'm putting one at the top and bottom of the sentiment. Whoops, let's bring our card back in. Now we will go ahead and line that up, give that a nice press, and then I also decided to add some Gilded Gems. So if you were going to use this for a masculine card and didn't think the gems were appropriate, you could definitely disregard those. I just thought it'd be nice to bring out a little bit more of that gold in the background paper. So there we go. That completes today's birthday card. Isn't that beautiful? I just love that. This goes with a great suite that is also available in our new catalog. But this medallion can be used so many different ways. Here's a couple of the other dies that you can do individually. But just remember that little tip of running it through numerous times before you try to get the little pieces out. That will help for sure. And as always, I thank you guys so much for watching. You can pick up any of these products in my online store. There's a full supply list in the description of this video. And I look forward to being back with you real soon. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.